I first wish to thank our Chancellor, Dr. Patero, our President, Dr. Whitt, and the Board of Trustees for their steady support and confidence throughout this process. It could not have been successful without their support. When we began the process of hiring the head coach for the University of Alabama, I stated the express goal was to hire a coach with championship credentials. While a number of outstanding individuals expressed interest in becoming the coach of the Crimson Tide, one person who always stood out was Nick Saban, a man who has coached a team to the pinnacle of college football. His teams always play with confidence and pride, and I know in order to win a national championship, a team has to be mentally as well as physically tough. Coach Saban's teams have always possessed those qualities. Alabama has a long, storied football history, complete with memorable moments and time-honored players. Importantly, there have been legendary head coaches who inspired those players to achieve those moments in time. Today we move toward a future with a new coach who will write his own chapter in Crimson Tide history. And there will be more of these moments that will never be forgotten. As an old football coach, I can tell you Nick Saban is a man who I've admired because of the way his teams play the game. He is a man filled with relentless energy to excel, and he exerts it in shaping his players into being better individuals as well as the best athletes they can be on the football field. This is a great moment for the University of Alabama. And before I introduce the coach, I would like to take just a moment and introduce his family, and certainly in introducing Terry, to say to you how important she was in the decision that was made by the coach. She loves college football and longed to be back in it. So does Coach Saban. But Terry Saban was the one that made me feel good when I called her. Terry, would you please stand? They have a son, Nick Jr., that is not here, is in college at this time. Their daughter, Kristen, who is a 10th grader. And a friend of Kristen's, Nicole, that's in school with her in Florida. Welcome to the University of Alabama. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce the next coach of the Crimson Tide, Nick Saban.
Thank you very much. I can't tell you how pleased and honored I am to be your coach at the University of Alabama. The spirit and enthusiasm that has been demonstrated to myself and my family has been phenomenal since we arrived here yesterday afternoon. It's certainly appreciated, but I want you to know that it'll be our goal to give you the kind of football program, the kind of football team that you can be proud of, and that will complement the tradition that this institution has been so proud of through the years, and that's going to be our goal as a football program. I'd like to thank Dr. Whitt and Mao for extending the wonderful opportunity to my family to be your head coach at the University of Alabama. To the fans and supporters, the boosters, and everybody that's here that loves this program and loves Alabama football, I want everybody to know that we need a lot of positive energy for everybody to make a difference in how we go about what we try to do to have the best football team in the Southeastern Conference, the best football program in the Southeastern Conference. And I think everybody should take the attitude that we're working to be a champion, that we want to be a champion in everything that we do. Every choice, every decision, everything that we do every day, we want to be a champion. Everyone take ownership for what they need to do relative to their role, and whatever it is, whether it's being a fan, being a booster, be a good one. Any kind of supporter that you are for this team, everyone take ownership that we support each other so we can have the best possible football program that Alabama's ever had. And there have been some great ones through the years. But the tradition here is phenomenal, and that's certainly a standard of excellence that we want to work and make our football program a part of. Our mission statement here is to create an atmosphere and environment for everyone to be able to succeed, first of all, as a person. We want players to be more successful in life because they were involved in our program by the principles and values that we're able to develop with them so that they can be successful relative to the character and attitude that they have as a football player here at this institution. The second thing is we want them to be successful with students. I always tell players in recruiting, there's two things that we want you to do here. You got two careers, one on the field and one off the field. And the one on the field means you got to graduate from college, and that's the one that's going to have the greatest impact on the quality of your life forever. So we want to have a great academic support program, and we want our players to succeed as students. The third thing is we want to be the best possible football players that they can be. We want every guy here to reach their full potential as a football player, play together as a team, and know how important it is to be a part of a successful team and fulfilling your role to that team. And the last thing is to use all the resources that this institution has to help everyone launch their career when they've represented this institution, when they leave this institution, that we help them launch their career so they can be most successful in life because of their association with this university and the people that have made this university great. So that's what we want to try to accomplish as the football coach here. Now, expectations. I know there's tremendous expectations here for what you would like to accomplish with this football program. And I can tell you that however you feel about it, I have even higher expectations for what we want to accomplish. I want to win every game we play. I've never gone out to play a game. We've never gone out to play a game where we didn't want to win, and it wasn't important to win, and we didn't focus on winning and put all our energy into winning. But I think it's more important that you're able to take your expectations and bridge them into the process of what it takes to be successful. And I want to use this as an example. And we won a national championship at LSU in 2003. The players developed the goals for the team. And I thought it was interesting that that was the first team that I ever coached that didn't have a goal that was result-oriented, like go to a New Year's Day bowl game or win the SEC championship or some goal that was result-oriented. But this team, the 5 goals they had nothing to do with winning a game. Didn't say anything about results. The first one is be a team. Together, everybody can accomplish more. And when I speak to you as fans, boosters, people who love this program, you're a part of that team too. And together we can accomplish more. It takes trust, respect for each other, and what everyone's role is and what they need to do. So that's the first thing that's important, is for us to work together and use all the resources we have to make this everything that it's capable of being. The second thing is work every day to dominate your opponent. And, you know, we have an opponent in this state that we work every day, 365 days a year, all right, to dominate. But that's our goal. That's what you get up every day to do, to dominate the people that you have to compete against and play against. Everyone needs to be responsible for their own self-determination. We don't want to point any fingers in any direction other than what we control, what we can do, and I would like for everybody that's associated with this team to do the same thing. Be responsible for what your role is and what you need to do. Be positive to affect the team and your teammates. This is a team's goal, but I'm trying to relate them a little bit to the whole big picture of what we're talking about here. Positively affect your teammates every day in the choices and decisions that you make. And then the last one was be a champion. Now, this team did that, and they did what? Won the national championship, and I think that's the kind of process that I think you can expect from us in terms of how we approach what we do. I'm not going to talk about what we're going to accomplish. We're going to talk about how we're going to do it. Now, what kind of football team do we want to have here? You know, we want to be a big, physical, aggressive football team that is relentless in the competitive spirit that we go out and play with week in and week out. And what I would like for every football team to do that we play is to sit there and say, I hate playing against these guys. I hate playing them. Their effort, their toughness, their relentless resiliency to go out every play and focus and play the next play and compete in a game for 60 minutes in the game, I can't handle. Can't handle. That's the kind of football team we want. Now, that takes a lot of conditioning, takes a lot of preparation, and it takes a mindset that you're going to play for 60 minutes in the game regardless of what the scoreboard says. And you're going to compete that way throughout the game. You know, I've learned a lot about myself in the last 2 years. You know, I like the pro game. I like the pro players. Had some great relationships with the players that we had at the Miami Dolphins. Had a wonderful owner in Wayne Huizenga, who I truly respect and adore and love as a man, as much as anybody except my own father that I've ever met in the world. He came and gave me that opportunity, came back on Christmas Eve and talked me into going to the Miami Dolphins when I was going to stay at LSU. And he is a wonderful person and very supportive. But what I realized in the last 2 years is that we love college coaching because of the ability that it gives you to affect people, young people and their development and their character, their attitude as students, the importance of getting an education, the choices and decisions they make every day, seeing them develop the character, attitude, work ethic, perseverance, overcoming adversity, pride in performance, all the things that are important for them to become good football players, and also seeing them go out and being successful. You know, as I coached in the National Football League, almost every team we played had guys on it that played for us in college. We played New England, they'd have 2 or 3 guys, whether it's Jarvis Green or whatever. We played the Buffalo Bills. You know, they had 3 or 4 guys, Josh Reed, Kyle Williams. But what the self-gratification that gave me is that I helped those guys fulfill their dreams when I was a college coach. And that was important to me. And that's why I wanted to come back to college. My heart's here. I love it here. I like to affect people, and that's why we're here. And this obviously is one of the best places in the country to have an opportunity to do that. Obviously, what we want to do right now is, first thing we need to do is hire good staff. I think having good people is the most important thing you can do in having a successful program. There's a lot of good people here that we would like to get to know, and we will have to hire a coaching staff. We'll interview the coaching staff that's here, see if there's anybody that we would has the characteristics that we're looking for that would contribute to the kind of staff that we want to have. And the second order of business will be to try to pull together the recruiting class in terms of where we are with the players that we're recruiting, those that are committed, and any other players that aren't committed that we might be able to get involved with in the very near future. So with that being said, any questions?